To my fellow Conservatives, we have much to celebrate tonight. We've gained well over 20 seats. We got the highest share of vote our party has received since 1988. We denied the NDP and Liberals enough seats to form a coalition government, meaning and we did all of this in a very difficult environment. That said, we are cognizant of the fact that we didn't quite get over the finish line yet. We know that change is needed, but change is hard to come by. It takes time. It takes work.
Well, there you have it. There's Pierre, some of his speech from last night. And yeah, I mean, an optimistic speech, but Conservatives lost. We lost, guys. And that's just, even though certainly, yes, gained a ton of seats, gained a ton of the vote share, this was a different election. The NDP plummeted, the Bloc Québécois plummeted, and the Liberals gained from that plummet. So this is UnPontificated. My name is Vuyo. And yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about the election and maybe discuss where Pierre goes from here. So as you heard there from Pierre, the finish line was not crossed.
And that's why we have to learn the lessons of tonight so that we can have an even better result the next time the Canadians decide the future for the country. Canadians have opted for a razor-thin minority government, a virtual tie in the vote count. So I would like to congratulate Prime Minister Carney on leading this minority government. We'll have plenty of opportunity to debate and disagree, but tonight we come together as Canadians. We will do our job. Yes, we will do our job to hold the government to account. But first, we congratulate people from all political backgrounds on participating in the democratic process. And as I said, while we will do our constitutional duty of holding government to account and proposing better alternatives, we will always put Canada first as we stare down tariffs and other irresponsible threats from President Trump. Conservatives will work with the Prime Minister and all parties with the common goal of defending Canada's interests and getting a new trade deal that puts these tariffs behind us while protecting our sovereignty and the Canadian people.
Okay, yes. So one other interesting event that happened last night, as I'm sure you guys all know now, is that Pierre Poilievre himself lost his seat in Carleton to Mr. Bruce Fanjoy. Well, that was a very interesting name. Clearly, he's got a lot of fans who, and he gives them a lot of joy. But Bruce Fanjoy won in Carleton. Actually, if you look at all the seats in Ottawa, here are the winners in the Ottawa ridings in the federal election. So you'll see Carleton, Liberal candidate Fanjoy. Canada, incumbent Liberal candidate. Nepean, Mark Carney. Orleans, incumbent Liberal. Ottawa Centre, Liberal incumbent Yasir Nakvi. Ottawa South, Liberal incumbent David McGuinty. Ottawa Vanier Gloucester, Liberal candidate Mona Fortier. Ottawa West Nepean, Liberal MP incumbent Anita Vanderbilt. Giovanni Mingarelli will be keeping the riding in Liberal hands. So all the ridings in Ottawa are Liberal ridings. So it looks like they've been Liberal for a while. It looked like only Carleton was the one that the Conservatives had there since 2004, I think is when Pierre Poilievre was elected there. But now they're all Liberal. I think the fact that the Ottawa area, it's a government town. Ottawa is the capital of Canada, very government town. I think with some of the austerity, some of the cuts due to attrition, mainly, I think, but Pierre was going to do. I think also the fact that what was happening with Doge in the States, with Elon Musk cutting the bloated government over there. A lot of people have bought into the lie that Pierre Poilievre is a mini Trump and that he might do the same here. So obviously all those people in Ottawa area were afraid that their jobs might be cut, and so they voted for the Liberals, who were gonna spend, and spend. So there you have it. Will Pierre Poilievre stay? Well, it looks like he wants to stay. If you listen to the rest of his speech, he talked a lot about how he would like to stay on and continue the fight to hold the Liberals to account. I personally think he should stay. I think he can hold a by-election. Now, when a by-election comes up somewhere, he can certainly run there and make his way back into the into Parliament. So here are the election results as of now. This is from Elections Canada, the national results. You see here the Liberals are leading. I guess it's not final. But anyway, 168 for the Liberals, 144 for the Conservatives, 23 for the Bloc, a big drop. NDP 7, no longer a, what do you call it, a national party anymore. There's a word there I'm waiting to forget. And so party status, I think you have to have 12 seats to be considered a party status. And to have party status means you get money, you get to ask questions in Parliament, you get to be part of committees, but the NDP no longer will, because they're no longer a official party. They no longer have official party status. But these NDP voters could still vote with the Liberals to get the Liberal agenda, passed, because you just need 172 votes to be in, to have a majority. So they could still do what they want to do. Certainly the Bloc could as well. The Bloc is a separatist party. I don't know if the Liberals want to have any kind of coalition with them, because separatists don't want to be in Canada. So I don't know. I wouldn't do that myself. But here are the results. This is good, and this is from BBC, which is up from. Okay, so you have 168 for Liberals. I already showed you that. You see the vote change since 2001. So the Liberals separately up 10.9, Conservatives also up 7.7. So very good result for the Conservatives. Every other party, of course, went down. The NDP just plummeted. A lot of their results, a lot of their voters went Liberal. This is Pierre. Of course, he has lost his seat to Bruce Fanjoy. And again, the vote share. Stephen Harper, when he won his majority in 2011, got 39% of the vote share. Here, the Conservatives won 41.4%, but lost. This is a different election. Back in 2011, the NDP did very well. And that's what the Conservatives need. They need a strong NDP government. So I'm hoping with Jagmeet Singh stepping down, they get a leader who's a much better leader for their party, so that the NDP does well. We need the NDP to become a viable party again, so that the Conservatives can get into power. It's just the way of our Canadian system, first past the post. And then here you have the turnout, 67% here in 2025. 2015, when Justin Trudeau went with the his exciting sunny ways. 68% of the electorate came out for that. That's when he won his majority. I think when he won his majority, it was just 38 and change percent. But he got a majority government. So again, there you have it. And 67% should be more, guys. I don't know why 100% of people just don't vote. But there you have it. That's kind of the results that we had last night. So why did Carney win? Well, in my opinion, three main reasons. One, Donald Trump. Donald Trump won and started talking about tariffs, threatening Canada. So people were fearful. Two, they thought that Carney was going to be the person who would best stand up to Donald Trump. Carney's resume is impressive. He's an economist. He has been around navigating financial crises in different countries, well, Canada and Britain, and he's got a decent resume, and so people thought, and still think that Carney is the guy who's going to get Canada out of its financial woes. A lot of people just forgot that it is Carney who was Trudeau's financial advisor, 2020 and on, and if you look at Canada's financial crisis, the way we are financially right now, it's just terrible. But anyway, Carney's message is the one that won. And three, NDP plummeted. People did not want the NDP, or at least figured that they're going to change their vote to the Liberals, so that Carney wins for sure. And Pierre Poilievre does not get in because they just did not. They feared Pierre Poilievre. They didn't think that he was going to be the one to get us out of these crises, even though he had, to me, the better platform to get us to stop spending so much money, to get us to be more productive, get our resources out of the ground. He talked about Carney talked about this too, getting trade in Canada, getting rid of our own little provincial border issues that we have, and improving our own trade in Canada, but also getting our resources to other countries, not being so dependent on getting our resources just to the States. So we need pipelines, we need to get our natural gas out to the world. And yeah, so Carney did say he's going to do that. We shall see. Carney said that he's going to keep the carbon tax off, the consumer carbon tax off. We shall see. And there's a lot of things that Carney said that he was going to do. But this is what I'll be looking for from Carney. There's my card. All right. So consumer carbon tax. We'll see if Carney brings that back. We'll see if gas starts rising, or if he's going to indeed make sure that that consumer carbon tax does not return, or he's going to call it something else by some other name. We shall see. The capital gains tax, he said he's not going to bring that back, but I've been hearing issues of a home equity tax. We'll see if that rises up, and see if some sort of home equity tax is going to come in to pay for his what was it, $160 billion platform over and above what Trudeau had. $250 billion spending. Wow. Immigration, hopefully you'll keep the immigration low. Do not need to have an influx of immigrants here in Canada. We need to build more homes, and he said that in his acceptance speech, that he's going to double the building of homes in Canada. We'll see. Our price is going to come down. Our food prices due to inflation. Is crime going to come down? Right. Military funding. We need more military to be improved upon especially in the north with the threats from Russia and China. So these are the things that I'll be looking for in Parliament. I'll be looking to see what kind of bills are coming through down the pipe. I'm glad it's a minority Liberal government, but if it's going to be the NDP that are going to be propping them up, then it really makes no difference to whether it was a majority or a minority, because the NDP just vote. So it looks like, guys, if the NDP do prop them up, then it's going to be still another 4 or 5 years for the next election. So that's how Trudeau stayed in as long as he did. And otherwise, if not, maybe in 2 years, we'll be going to another election. And we shall see. But Carney, in his speech, spoke about unity. And unity is something that Biden spoke about as well at his speech. Remember the Biden speech when he spoke about unity and then just continued to blast Trump and called anyone who supported Trump a Nazi and all that. I haven't seen that from Carney with a lot of name calling, but that's fine. If he doesn't do that, that'll be good. I'm going to give him a chance, guys. I'm going to give him a chance to see what he says, because he said something. We'll see what he does. So I'm going to give him a chance to prove me wrong. Because this is what Trudeau gave us. Here's what Trudeau gave us from 2015. This is from Theo Fleury's X. Worst housing, skyrocketing national debt, and with Carney's plan, it's going to continue to skyrocket. Rampant inflation. If he starts printing money to pay for his projects, look for inflation to continue to, well, not continue to rise, but to rise again. Homelessness in 10 cities, not enough homes for the reckless immigration policy that he has down here. Violent crime, opioid deaths on the rise. Instead of dealing with opioid deaths instead of dealing with the opioid crisis by helping people get off these drugs, he's building injection sites to keep them on safe drug. I don't know, the whole thing just makes no sense. Let's give them the drugs to keep them safe, to keep them from death, but the deaths are still on the rise. Why don't we help them get off the drugs? Put money into that. That makes more sense to me. That's what Pierre was trying to do. Healthcare system, I don't have a doctor. When we moved out here, out east, it's just terrible. People told us, don't get sick. Just don't. Bank account freezes during protests. Yeah, I mean, talk about, fascist plans, freezing people's bank accounts in Canada. Ethics scandals, Trudeau has had 3 of them. Censorship of citizens, food bank use at record highs, excessive government spending. And I think this is why Ottawa is liberal and why Pierre lost his seat, because he was going to bring that down. Especially even the CBC, is going to get more money. Rosemary Barton is just giddy with the fact that Mark Carney won. Interest rates, housing prices, just high for immigration. So this is what Trudeau gave us. We're going to see if Mark Carney does better and brings these things under control. All right. Well, that's what I got. That's the result that we got. Mark Carney is our prime minister, at least probably for another couple of years. And Parliament, I'm not sure when Parliament will resume, when they're going to bring that back. But guys, what do you think? What do you think of the election? Let me know in the comments. Are you happy with the result? Are you pleased with the result? Are you leaving Canada? Are you going to stay? Are you really despondent, not very optimistic? You think Canada is on its way into on its way down? Or can we bring this back with Mark Carney? Bring back the promise of Canada, as Pierre Poilievre said. You know, safe streets, hard work gets the result that you want. You can do anything as long as you work hard. And yeah, it's we shall see. We shall see. Guys, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side. God bless.